Polli, great to have you here at GPeC Summit 2016.
Hi, thank you.
For those of you who are watching this first, Polli is a senior optimization strategist at ConversionXL. Great to have you here again. So Marie, in the battle for the user's attention, does quality still trump quantity, or should online marketers be able to deliver both?
Definitely quality still trumps quantity. You can do a ton of blog posts, but if you're not telling the users what they want to read, or if you're not talking about something interesting, people are not going to read. I mean, you really need to nail it with quality first. And quantity, I cannot even imagine an example where that would be useful, but quality is everything.
Perfect. So what should small online businesses focus on? Getting more traffic or getting more conversions for the traffic they already have?
Yeah, that's a chicken and an egg question. They kind of need two at the same time. They need to have traffic to have conversions, but then again, which one should they go for first? So my answer is that they should try and push for both at the same time, especially if they're starting off. They should improve their conversion rate by fixing the obvious issues on the site, applying heuristic analysis, maybe doing some user testing, bringing in people from the street and asking them to perform specific actions on the site. So from there, they would get the obvious things they need to fix, then focus on traffic, and then go back to conversion rate again. Because traffic is worth less if it doesn't convert. So it's kind of, you need to balance those two.
Yeah, I think that's quite a challenge, but I think there's also a lot to learn from it.
Yeah.
So do you think conversion optimization is only a numbers game?
No, I think conversion optimization is a logic game, because you don't want to be the data junkie sitting on a huge pile of data. You need to apply logic to pull the insights from it. And then you need to evaluate those insights if they're really worthwhile for your site, for your target audience. Because you can read a lot of case studies out there that tell you, well, changing navigation to a different color or changing the structure of the navigation brought us a conversion rate uplift of X percentage. And then a lot of people go and apply on their site and they're like, oh, why didn't it bring us a conversion rate uplift? So you really need to apply logic, and when looking at numbers and case studies and your own data, you need to think about whether those insights are really valuable for your site and your target audience.
Definitely. And I have a question about choosing benchmarks for an industry.
Yeah.
So I know it's a tough one.
It is.
But we have to at least... Well, I'm hoping we can give people a kind of an idea of what to expect in general. So how can online retailers define if their conversion rate is good or bad? In relation to benchmarks, if any, or in relation to their goals?
Yeah. So we were talking about this before, and benchmark is really something that you cannot give. There could be a good conversion rate for a website that sells module houses, which is 0.02, but it's great for them. If they sell one house per year, they're fine. And there could be a great conversion rate, which is 30%, which sounds insane, but if it's free and you're downloading a valuable piece of information, it could be true for a site. So it depends on what's your goal and what's your industry and so forth. But defining whether your current conversion rate is good or not, I think the key question there is, have you done any testing? Have you done any effort to improve your website's conversion rate? If you haven't done any research or testing, then probably it's bad. It could be better. If you have done it a lot and you see that your sort of efforts and the tests that you run are not bringing that big of an uplift anymore, then it means that maybe you're reaching the local maximum of your site. Sort of the differences or the uplifts you're getting are getting smaller and smaller, so it's that part of the curve. So from there onwards, it's only innovate or do a new site or test something much more radical. So yeah, I think that's the way to evaluate it.
Those are some very useful pointers, especially for smaller online retailers, which sometimes thinks that CRO takes a lot of money to implement. So what kind of resources do you actually need to start a CRO strategy and implement it?
Yeah, that really depends on the amount of. So it was for smaller businesses, right? Which means that they won't be probably testing with a very high traffic rate. So for them, if they have one person who is capable of setting up treatments, who knows how to code them and set them up technically, if that same person is also analytical and knows Photoshop, then they need one person. But those people are very hard to find. So we ourselves, we work in teams, and we always have one analyst, one designer, one technical person as the minimum. Usually we have 3 analysts, but to start off, they could have one person for each in their own team.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So how was GPeC for you so far?
Yeah, so far it has been great. I'm amazed by the venue. It looks like a ball hall, and you're actually at a prom, sitting behind round tables, having coffee and watching amazing presentations. Yeah, so far it has been great, and I'm looking forward for the next speakers to come up. I really loved Brian Dean's talk. It was great, very useful and practical.
I'm glad to hear that. So would you think that the people who work in e-commerce in the region could derive value from the event?
Definitely, definitely. They would get ideas what to test. Hopefully they won't take the case studies as golden truth, but they will get ideas.
Perfect.
And they'll be inspired.
Thank you very much, Marie. It was great having you here at GPeC Summit 2016, and we hope to meet you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.